recording. Okay, so DI में again I was talking about logic plus DI. So yeah, what you all can do is start from the basics. So मैंने बहुत easy sum उठाया जिसमें थोड़ा सा थोड़ा सा ज्ञान बांटा है, थोड़ा सा story है, and then you have to solve the DI. So you all can start with the basics. तो उसी के अंदर we get caselets. So you all might be knowing कि what caselet is. ऐसा एक paragraph जैसा आता है. You have to read. Well, don't know what caselet is. ठीक है, तो 6, 7, 8, 10 लाइन्स का आता है हमारे पास caselet, which is थोड़ा story type का, जिसमें you have data बीच बीच में. So what you have to do is first understand the story, first find the logic behind that, फिर उसमें से data collect करो, segregate the data. Yeah, so that's how you solve a caselet. So caselet is really time consuming, and मेरी इतनी फटी है, trust me, in caselet कि it's very normal to not be able to solve a caselet. So chill. Caselet थोड़ा सा हम लोग करेंगे basics, so we get a taste of it and we'll be able to solve the caselet. यार अभी I'll be getting into JVIMS. ठीक है. Yeah, Kedarnath, I'll tell you all how to make notes for DILR. Okay, so today we are just talking about DI, not LR. Okay. And secondly, Venn diagram. Venn diagram was one of my weaknesses. So what happens in a Venn diagram is three circles बना के दे दिया. We have थोड़ा data इधर, थोड़ा data इधर, but it's not completely filled. तो हमें क्या करना होता है? We have to start making equations. So 5, 6, 7 कितने भी equations बनते हैं, then you have to see कि कौन सा equation किसके साथ solve करूँ, how to make simultaneous equations, how to make quadratic equations, and फिर उससे you get answer and you fill the Venn diagram. So this is also time consuming. So yeah, caselet, Venn diagram, these were a bit difficult for me. So trust me, सबको tough लगता है initially, but as you get used to it, you start solving. So you get a taste of it, and yeah, you can really solve it quickly. So books have too many mistakes. I really don't know how to start, where to start, how to end the preparation. Kindly guide. Yeah, you can ask your faculty members, those who are teaching you, to give you the solution, the correct solutions. So yeah, and when we are coming to strengths, so strengths mein when you're just getting a bar graph, just a line graph, so you can straight away use the data without any logic. बस दिख रहा है मुझे data, use the data and get to the answer. So bar graph and line graph are really easy. But those who are starting, they can again start with the basics of line graphs, bar graphs, very basic. See कि कैसे calculation होता है, how can I be faster. So yeah, I'll talk about how to improve your calculations. And again, pie chart is really easy. अगर दो pie chart आ गए, still it's very easy. थोड़ा सा अगर speed maths में अगर अपना अच्छा है, तो we'll be very good with these pie charts, line graphs, bar graphs. So yeah, these are my strengths and my weaknesses. सर सेटिंग अरेंजमेंट्स वाला हार्ड लगता है यार. अरेंजमेंट्स comes under LR. So we are just talking about DI अभी. Just let's talk about DI. सर DI में टेबल नहीं बन पाता. Yeah, Kaushik, that's because we are not understanding the data. तो टेबल किस में बना होता है? सपोज केसलेट में. So caselet में when we are reading, we have to understand what they are trying to say. We have to find the logic behind it so that we can segregate the data. तो अगर एक बार वो समझ गया ना, so it's a piece of cake. You just have to write it in a tabular form and just use that data to get to the answer. So yeah, so what kind of DI to approach first? Yeah, I'll let you know that. So my speed is good, but found difficulty in choosing a set. Yeah, just wait. So how to do calculations? I'm mostly stuck in calculation in DI. Please advise. Yeah, बोलता I'll address all these questions. So firstly, सिर्फ DI में सिर्फ calculations वाला DI set solve करके is not going to help you, because उसमें logic आता है. So for that you have to solve a few LR questions as well, so that you could develop that skill of understanding that logic quickly. And also at the same time you have to do speed maths. So what is speed maths? I would not call it exactly Vedic maths, but थोड़ा सा उसमें Vedic maths यूज होता है for multiplication and all. तो and addition के लिए भी there are tricks to increase your speed. So अपने CAT में we have a different chapter only करके speed maths. So please really practice speed maths. It's gonna help you everywhere. Quants हो, DI है, LR हो, सब जगह this is gonna help you. ठीक है. So CAT में we get 8 sets of which 4 हमारे पास DI के होंगे and वो 4 में से DI plus logic कितने भी हो सकते हैं, which I don't know कि कितना भी आ सकते हैं. So if you're really weak, go with the basic books. ठीक है. Yeah, sorry, actually ये questions मुझे distract किए. Alright, so yeah, basic questions. And you all might be knowing कि we've got calculator, the digital calculator in CAT. But trust me, वो you all might be thinking कि अरे DI है, calculator है, सीधा calci में डालो and solve it. Trust me, it's not like a scientific calculator. It's really basic calculator. And उसको click करने में, values डालने में, brackets डालने में, it takes so much time कि you're gonna lose on that question. So that trust me, that calculator is useless. And अपने को ऐसा भी नहीं कि you have to find accurate answers. It's all about approximations. So approximations के साथ we can get almost every answer. And how would you know approximations? You have to use speed maths a lot, and you should also keep approximating the data while solving all those questions in your mocks, be it the sectional tests or while solving through books. So approximate करना सीखो. ऐसे नहीं कि अगर 89 है तो मैं उसको 89 ही लूंगा, I take it as 90. एंड फिर अकॉर्डिंगली कि मैंने मोस्ट ऑफ द डेटा ज़्यादा लिए, नॉर्मल नंबर से ऊपर लिए या फिर नीचे लिए, तो अकॉर्डिंगली वी कुड एडजस्ट दैट इन अ फाइनल आंसर. सो अगर हम लोग ने सब नंबर्स थोड़े थोड़े बड़े लिए हुए, सो वी गेट एन आंसर विच इज थोड़ा बड़ा. सो उसको थोड़ा सा कम करके वील सी विच ऑप्शन इज मैचिंग, एंड या दैट्स हाउ वी बी एबल टू फाइंड द आंसर. Sir, how much attempts for DA? Are you talking about CAT या फिर CET? Please specify CAT या CET. I'm able to solve around 2 sets now. How can I do? Yeah, Soham, trust me. अभी ये वाले CAT के पहले even I was able to solve just 2 questions, वो भी मर के. So yeah, see CAT में you've got around 8 sets. So ये वाले CAT में I tried to solve around 6 sets. वो 6 में से भी there were a few sets which were theta type questions and उसमें negative नहीं था. तो उसमें तुक्का मार के I'm talking about 6 sets. But tension मतलब even I was just solving एक दो sets when giving mocks. So mocks में they usually keep the level थोड़ा high. आज start करूँ तो निकलेगा क्या यार, रोज तुम लोग यही पूछ रहे हो, but you all have quite some time now. You all can definitely improve on these areas. ठीक है. CET DI sets are easy compared to CAT. Yes, they are. I'll come to CET. ठीक है. So when I'm giving CAT का mock, CAT के mock में जब DI LR पे मैं आया, so now I have 8 sets. अभी ऐसा नहीं कि I just start solving पहले set से. First I'll go through all my 8 sets. This is what I used to do. ठीक है. सब 8 sets पे मैं गया. I make a note of it कि कौन सा I'm comfortable with. देख के कि हाँ इस पे डेटा ज़्यादा है, थोड़ा लॉजिक कम है, तो मे बी आई स्टार्ट ऑफ विद दिस, या फिर कोई बार ग्राफ है, लाइन ग्राफ है, पाई चार्ट है. सो दैट इज रिलेटिवली इजी व्हेन कंपेयर्ड टू द केसलेट्स. सो अभी अगर मैं सपोज सारे सेट्स देख रहा हूँ, मेरे को फोर्थ सेट रियली इजी लगा, सो आई जस्ट रैंक ऑल दो सेट्स. मैंने फर्स्ट फोर्थ सेट लिख लिया, एंड देन थर्ड. सो नाउ आई हैव अ लिस्ट एंड रैंक इजी टू टफ. So I'll start off with that set. तो फिर हमें क्या करना है कि even if you're wasting 6, 7, 8 minutes initially just to analyze those sets, it's fine because you're saving out on time. Starting से अगर मैं चालू कर दिया ना solve करना, so अगर tough set भी आया I'll be stuck and मेरे आगे के easy sets नहीं हो पाएंगे मुझसे. So always keep this in mind कि हमेशा analyze the sets initially before just attempting blindly. ठीक है. Yeah, I'll talk about CET, don't worry. So after giving mocks, confidence level drops. यार मेरा जो फर्स्ट मॉक था सीईटी में, तो आई गॉट 63 फर्स्ट मॉक में, एंड कैट तो उससे भी बेकार था, सिर्फ 40-50 मार्क्स। आई हैव सीन 50-60 परसेंटाइल एज वेल। सो चिल, नॉर्मल है, सबके साथ होता है, इट्स नॉट जस्ट यू, ठीक है। In analysis, should we read the entire set or just browse through? Of course, just browse through. अभी देख के मुझे समझेगा ना कि कितना डेटा दिया, कितना ज्यादा डेटा दिया, कितना लॉजिक दिया, देन आई बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि कौन सा सेट इजी होगा, कौन सा टफ। ऑफ कोर्स कभी कभी मिस्टेक होगा व्हाइल सॉल्विंग, यू विल फाइंड कि अरे ये तो टफ था, ये तो इजी नहीं था। सो जस्ट गिव इट अ मिनट और टू, देखो अगर थोड़ा आगे सॉल्व हो रहा है, क्या नहीं हो रहा है, तो जस्ट लीव दैट सेट, मूव टू द नेक्स्ट वन। Yeah, so while solving, is it good to solve around two questions of some sets? So yeah, तो इस वाले CET में when I was solving, तो केसलेट्स देख के मेरा हो गया दिमाग खराब कि अभी केसलेट कैसे सॉल्व करो, टाइम कम है। सो व्हाट आई डिड वाज, जो भी इजी वाले DI सेट्स थे, आई स्टार्टेड ऑफ विद दोज, एंड फिर व्हेन आई केम बैक टू द केसलेट, तो मैंने देखा कि देयर वर अ फ्यू क्वेश्चंस व्हिच कुड बी फाउंड इजीली। सो मैंने क्या किया, केसलेट में जो भी बेसिक डेटा था वो सब लिख लिया, एंड जो भी बेसिक क्वेश्चन था रियली इजी वंस, उसको सॉल्व करके उसको मार्क कर दिया। सो मैंने पूरा केसलेट सॉल्व नहीं किया, एंड या दैट्स हाउ यू शुड डू इट। सो कैट में भी व्हेन आई एम सॉल्विंग, जो मेरे से सेट्स नहीं हुए, ऐसा नहीं है कि होंगे ही नहीं। आफ्टर यू आर डन विद द इजी सेट्स, गो बैक टू दोस टफर वंस, एंड आई एम प्रीटी श्योर कि उसमें 2-3 क्वेश्चंस तो ऐसे होंगे विच वुड बी वेरी इजी, एंड इन नो टाइम यू विल बी एबल टू सॉल्व इट, ठीक है। व्हाट क्वेश्चंस डू वी हैव हियर? Sir, first smoke 98 is good, it's really good. Even though I was giving a CT mock, I got succumbed under pressure because of the timer. I don't know what will happen on the D day. Hemant, listen to me. You've got enough months to prepare for CET. And if you're just preparing for CET, then fine, just keep solving CET. If you're preparing for CAT as well as CET, trust me, अभी CAT के लिए पढ़ो, and जैसे ही CAT खत्म होता है, just start off with CET, because CAT is gonna help you with CET. अगर 100 का प्रिपरेशन करोगे तो 95 तो आएगा ही, ठीक है। सो ऐसा सोचो, कीप प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर कैट, एंड डी डे के बारे में सोचो ही मत। हाउ टू मेक नोट्स? सी whenever I used to solve DI का कोई set, and mock में I used to come across थोड़ा tougher sets, while analyzing the mock I used to see कि वो लोग ने कैसे solve किया वो easily, and I used to make a note of those easy steps which I found in the solution. So जैसे if there is a caselet जिसमें they're talking about simple interest and compound interest, तो ऐसा नहीं कि compound interest में we are using that formula, बड़ा वाला CI का formula, we are not going to use that. There are different ways of calculating compound interest. There's a way to find कि at the end of 2-3 years मेरा net interest कितना होएगा। जैसे for example in SI 3 year हो जाएगा after 3 years, but in CI it will be different. So there are tricks to find कि वो third year में directly मेरा interest कितना होगा। It's not going to be 3, it's going to be a bit more than 3. So yeah, there are ways, you just have to keep looking for all those ways. मैं YouTube में जाके कल टाइप करूंगा कि how to find compound interest in a short time and avoid that formula. So there are hundreds of videos जिसमें they tell you कि what are the different alternative steps, alternative ways to solve those CI SI का questions. How many times should the syllabus be revised? Pradnya, DI में तो there's nothing to revise, you just have to practice. एक एक बार मैंने बार ग्राफ, लाइन ग्राफ, केसलेट्स देख लिया था, I'm done. So there's nothing like revision in DI. All you have to do is know थोड़ा क्वांट्स की चीज है, जैसे प्रॉफिट एंड लॉसेस, समवन इज सिंपल इंटरेस्ट, परसेंटेजेस. So yeah. How many puzzles did you solve in CET? Yeah, I don't remember the number of puzzles, but I think 3 या 4 हो गए थे मेरे से. Yeah. So CET में you usually get 22 to 24 questions in of DI, जिसमें से there would be four sets of 22 to 24 questions, either 5, 4 or 6 questions. So CET में usually there's no logic in these DI के questions. कोई कोई में होते हैं, but it's usually calculation based. So you should be fast with calculation and you should be good with mental calculations. So over the time, as you keep practicing, so we will see कि while solving, we are able to solve a few steps directly in our mind. So first के बाद मैं सीधा fourth step लिखता हूँ while solving, because I've calculated those 2-3 steps directly in my mind. So how would you develop it? You have to um, try to use your brain instead of your pen. So keep doing mental calculations. Initially बहुत tough होगा, I know, but over the time, eventually you will be really good with it. What kind of puzzle should I do? Arey Adruti, what question is this? How would I know what you're comfortable with? Keep practicing. You yourself would know if you're comfortable with line graph, bar graph, pie charts. I'm sure caselets से तो कोई comfortable नहीं होगा. So chill. Caselets are tough. We are not talking about Quants, Shitij. How should I start DI, LR? We're talking about DI, and DI में you can start with the basics of all the bar graphs, line graphs. Easy questions solve करो. Don't go to the tougher ones, वरना demotivate हो जाओगे. ऐसा मत सोचो कि you don't have time. You've got enough time. Just start off with the basic ones. How many sets for one day for CAT? Yeah, if you're allotting 2-3 hours to DILR, you can give around 1 hour to solving these DI sets. I know 1 hour mein, I think you'd be able to solve 5, 6, 7 sets. So yeah, mental calculation is really important, yes, or else you're gonna lose out on the time. Um, while solving the questions, I get stuck in the last two options. In which one is the actual answer? Yeah, this isn't verbal where you get confused between two answers. You'll get a definite answer, a proper answer, but because of approximation थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे हो सकता है, which because of which you might get confused between two options. So you'll have to see कि मैंने data overall ज़्यादा लिया है, जिसके वजह से मेरा आंसर ज़्यादा आ रहा है. So I have to lower it a bit. And अगर मैंने कम I've reduced the data 95, 94, 93 का अगर मैंने 90 किया हुआ है, so you know कि मेरा आंसर कम आया हुआ है. So I'll increase the answer थोड़ा सा and then I'll see which option matches. Uh, games and tournaments are different. Yes, yeah, they're same. They fall under same category. ठीक है. So what else do we have? हाँ, for CET, you all should know वो fraction to percentages का calculation है. हर जगह use होता है. So for example, I've got 1/3. So I know कि it's 33.33%. So ऐसा नहीं कि I have to keep solving 1/3 किया division से 10, 3. No, you should know how to convert fractions to percent. And also there's a trick for it. जैसे 1/3 का 33.33. 1/6 के half of what 1/3 is. So 16/16.67. ठीक है. And 1/12 का क्या आएगा? Half of 1/6. So again 16.67 का half, 18.33%. So keep relating to it. And जैसे 1/3 का 33.33%, 2.2/3 आ गया, so I know कि 1/3 33, तो सीधा into 2 कर दूंगा. So yeah, that's how you should be solving. ऐसा नहीं कि पूरा by heart किया. Try to find some logic. By heart से इतना नहीं होता यार. सर ये 1/3 1/4 कहाँ यूज होता है यार? आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट डी आई एल आर ओनली. एल आर में भी यूज होता है, डी आई में भी यूज होता है. इंस्टेड ऑफ सॉल्विंग, you'll know directly, you'll know the percent of these fractions. So how to improve calculations, mental math? Yeah, that's what I'm saying यार. जब तुम लोग solve करो mocks वॉक्स में, try to use your mind. एक दो mock खराब जाएगा because you'll be taking some time to do that mental calculation, but as you keep giving mocks वो time reduce होएगा. So just don't think कि अगर मैं mental math use कर रहा हूँ I'll be slow, कम marks आएगा mocks में. So नहीं, mocks is not meant for higher marks. It is meant to experiment. So you keep experimenting things with mocks. अलग strategy, अलग approach, mental calculation. Um, does Vedic maths help? Yeah, it helps. But just learn the speed maths type करो. Speed maths for CAT. I'm sure कि आप लोग के portal में भी होगा वो. Just look at that video and try to use it when you're solving. Mocks का level cats के level से high होता है क्या? Yeah, mostly it's high, but it also depends from classes to classes. So usually ये लोग high रखते हैं. Yeah. Again same logic. 100 के लिए prepare करोगे तो 95 तो आएगा ही. That's how it works. Sir, DI should be practiced daily. Ideally, you should dedicate थोड़ा time every day for quants, verbal, DI, LR. Uh, okay. What else do we have to talk about? Um, one more thing. When you analyzing a mock, जो मैंने DI sets नहीं किए वो तो मैं definitely उसका solution देखूंगा and I'll try to apply that logic आगे when I'm solving these kind of questions. But also जिसमें जो questions I was able to do, जो DI sets I could complete, मैं उसका भी solution देखूंगा to see if there are any other alternate ways to solve that DI in a lesser time, in a different way. कभी कभार हमें वो चमकता नहीं है what method they have used. So look for that method, ask your teachers ki how do we solve this, and use that the way they've solved it. 85 percentile in CET last attempt. Yeah, it's good. मतलब, of course you can improve. So it's all about improving and demotivate मत हो if you're getting less. Yeah, we've already talked about verbal. We're talking about DI today. Sir, I have one doubt in 8 sets. I can solve any of the questions. Sorry, I'm not able to understand you, Shenik. यार गेम्स एंड टूर्नामेंट्स कभी आता भी है कभी नहीं भी आता है. सो ऐसा नहीं कि डेफिनेटली गेम्स एंड टूर्नामेंट्स आएगा. एंड या सो कैट में ना व्हेन यू अपियरिंग फॉर कैट ऐसा मत सोच के जाओ कि आई वाज एबल टू सॉल्व जस्ट 2 सेट्स इन माय मॉक सो इधर भी मुझसे 2 ही होएगा. जस्ट कीप योर माइंड ओपन बिकॉज पहले मुझसे भी सिर्फ 2 ही हो रहा था बट ड्यूरिंग कैट आई वाज एबल टू सॉल्व क्वाइट सम सेट्स. सो या तभी दिमाग में कुछ आ जाए तभी चमक जाए. सो इट्स ऑल डिफरेंट ड्यूरिंग द डी डे. सो डोंट वरी. ठीक है. Do we have any other questions? So 4 sets solved in mock. but only 2 are right. How to increase accuracy? See यार, अगर only 2 are right, ठीक है, but जो 2 wrong हुए, either you've done तुक्का वाला काम या फिर you've taken थोड़ा दूर दूर का values while approximating. So वो approximation का skill सीखना जरूरी है and try to decrease your तुक्का वाला चीज, especially in CAT. CET में तो end में after solving you can always do तुक्काबाजी, but for CAT take it easy थोड़ा. Yeah, Snap is easy when compared to CAT. So just be really good with your mental maths and your speed maths, and you'll be good to go with DI. So there's nothing rocket science in DI. But speed maths, mental calculation, just get acquainted to all the quants, the different chapters of quants, and yeah, you'll be great. All right, people. I think it's time. Puzzles with 3 or more than 3 variables are doable during D-Day, or we should avoid such puzzles. Yeah, three variables maybe there are many sets which are very easy. So you have to see कि घुमा घुमा के डेटा दिया, जैसे कि अगर हमने को सीधा दे दिया कि राहुल के पास इतने बॉल्स है, कौशिक के पास इतने बॉल्स है, विपुल के पास इतने बॉल्स है, तो फिर वी कैन ऑफ कोर्स गो फॉर दैट सेट. बट जिसमें अपने को डायरेक्ट डेटा नहीं दिया हुआ है, घुमा घुमा के दे आज जस्ट, सो दैट बिकम्स अ लिटिल डिफिकल्ट. So yeah, that's how you choose your sets. Urvashi, how to make DI strong? यार इतने टाइम से वही तो बोल रहा था मैं. How to start DI? I'm a beginner. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go with the bar graphs, line graphs, pie charts, basics, the easier ones, concept builders. Then go with थोड़ा intermediate ones, then the expert level. So धीरे धीरे progress. ऐसा नहीं कि सीधा jumping to the expert level. All right. In DI, are there some easy questions in the CAT exam? Yes, yeah, there are easy questions of DI. You just have to identify those questions, which is why you analyze the questions in the beginning, giving some 5, 6, 7 minutes, and then you solve those sets. All right, people, keep practicing, keep working hard, and we'll meet soon. All right, bye bye. See you.